somebody who he may be black or white, living in an advanced world, or has denounced, he sort of seen himself as a naturalized version of an advanced world. You can tell there are ways, countries which development is coming from, countries where we are all emulating or we are somehow imitating. You can see their ways are just in that oneness of understanding. The approach is quite different, and this is a fact. If you're very observant, you can figure it out yourself. And you can understand how smart and intelligent they keep coming up with all the ideas and how they're able to progress so fast, and the advancement that they come across, while the rest of the human race, just like them, equally like them, is still living in the trend, in all these difficult, states, which is hard for them to survive, or it's hard for them to come up with ideas to move on and to do something, to change their own lives, that they have to depend on these people. The Christian foundation, this journey started on these Europe and the Westerners, when they took up the mantle of God and the spirit thing and all that. All those times developed into something and start drifting them to this level that they are now. And we all have fallen through, because they have really beautified the world. We are all attracted by their work, their handiwork, their creativity, and all those things. But how did they come about all this knowledge and this, have been so successful in all these things? How? You ask yourself those questions. Something beyond. Why their minds so much, every time the ideas, when they sit down, the ideas just come to them in their quiet times, in their quiet rooms. You can find somewhere in a solitary state, and they keep themselves there, and they come up with these great inventions. How? Whilst the rest of the people out there are struggling to think about some common plan of how to be able to revive economy, or to bring something good to their own state of life. They come up with so many genius ideas, nuclear weapons, strange, very, very powerful and strong, things that are very much, complicated. And you don't know how they come about it. The gadgets that are out there today are the computer, the things that are out there today is unbelievable. That your mind cannot even, understand how. But to them, it's a simple approach. The whole mindset that they have is easy to them. They just do it, And even though it's openly their advancement, people cannot even follow suit and do the same thing. So it tells you that something is driving these people who advancedly move on, and they are pulling the whole of the people along with them. They are moving because something is moving them. Something is then this is what I say, that whatever is moving them is what they are. They're the ancestors. The ancestors before this period begin to come up, sow their souls of their daughters and children into this so-called divine being or divine force that took over their life and began to sort of develop the minds, or sort of bring all these presentable things, and it has worked well. These presentable things have been the means by which this world is so attractive. It's so attractive. It has so much influence, so much impact on the life of everybody on this globe. We're drawn, people are naturally drawn to it. To the extent that whatever it is they get, or they sort of need from this world, whether it's been resources which is not necessarily coming from their country, they are able to sort of take the risk and go for it, because it means a lot to them, whilst you don't even have you with the owner of that resource, you don't know the meaning of what you've got. Go to the oil countries, they don't know the value of oil. They don't even know the value of oil. It's because somebody comes in and buy and tell them to that he wants it. That makes them put a price on it. But the oil was down there, whatever time. They never know until the Europeans trampled on the grounds and decided to realize that, oh, this thing here, we need it, and they go around to explore the world only on the basis to find the things they need. And in all their hard work of discovering these things, that's why sometimes they are right not to necessarily follow through to the idea of paying any much, but they wouldn't mind. They will pay as much as they have to pay. If you charge them whatever, they pay. But at the end of the day, whatever they use the resource, the resource they purchase from you for, you end up giving them their money back. So they are not too worried. The mindset they have, the approach of the advancement mentality that they've got is beyond imagination. They go to a country, they might find manganese, they might find gold, they might find diamond. All these things are there. And you may come from such a country. Bauxite is all there, but you don't know the value of those things. An outsider, some people, as we say, we'll call them, or what I would say, the Westerner, knows the value of these things, or makes something, he can make a lot out of it, so the thing becomes valueless. He put value on these things. And then whatever value that he has put on it, it becomes so much attractive that you will end up coming for that. And they have the confidence and the risk. They take the risk with so much confidence that knowing that they will not lose, and they have not lost. Because whatever you take from them, they will take back and take, a double of the amount even from you, and you end up owing them. It's so strange. I don't know. It is very strange. You probably are from the West. I probably would consider myself from the West, whichever way it might be. But at the end of the day, the fact is what I'm trying to pull out here. This is the reality of why the poor countries are there and the rich countries are there. The rich countries are going on because those who are able to join the rich countries will have to end up adapting the same way of what the rich countries were doing. And if we say rich country, we're very much talking about the Western countries, majority. Even though there are now countries that are, merging up, are just, coming in, but still majority is the Western world. Their ideas is far beyond, it's beyond me. But I have understood it. I walk around and the things I see, I clearly can tell that something has driven these people to this level, this stage. And if it is the religion, okay, maybe that is the case. It's the religion that has drawn them to this level. The spirit behind the religion. Because these are people who embrace an Arabian way of worship, that is a Jewish way of worship, took it up and made a god out of it. Somebody says Yehoshua, it's still Yehoshua. No, not to my view. All we have now is Jesus, not Yehoshua. It might be the biggest excuse, which is the biggest lie ever, to consider that translation is the issue. Is the excuse here, because the name Yehoshua is truly translated into Jesus. Whatever it is that came up with the translation, I think it's a big lie. It wasn't necessary. But even if that is the case, it's a big lie. The new God, which has been pulled out of the Jewish way of the Jewish storyline, or the ancient Greek storyline, is what we have as Jesus today. But at the end of the day, it is a new that they drew. The idea was taken out from that end. And we know the Greeks started it, the Latins, these are our European countries, because they somehow connect to the Arabian world. They connected to the Arabian world if you look into the Jewish history. So I'm not even got any doubt about how things really has turned out. But over time,